friends. Okay, this is going to be a video about what to do with those gigantic zucchini that you don't do anything with, that they just kind of spoil. And I've been doing this for a few years and it works out great. You know, the gigantic ones, like this. I've even used some that are like twice this size. The only time I don't use them is when it's so hard to peel and you can barely cut through them. And I have used them, and I mean, they will work, but they're just they're just too hard, so I don't. Okay, this is called mock apple pie filling. And this is from 2018, and I'm not going to open this right now because just for me, it weighs a lot. But I'm actually going to make it a little bit different today than I normally do, and I'll explain that. But if you follow along, this is what you'll do with your zucchini. I also make a mock apple butter, and this is also from 2018. My zucchini did terrible last year. There were so many squash bugs, so I planted like triple the amount because of that. And now it's like boing, coming out my ears. But I will tell you, if you like apple butter, I don't know if you can see. This is like, you can't tell the difference. I mean, I love it. I mean, it is so delicious. Like, and it's hard to believe this is zucchini, a vegetable. Well, I think zucchini might actually be a fruit. So it's really good for you. Okay, I also make a mock lemon pie filling. But anyway, today we're going to do the mock apple pie filling. And I will put the recipe in the notes, so don't worry about like trying to scribble it down real quick. Okay, I will tell you what you need. You need 24 cups of peeled, seeded, and sliced zucchini, 2 cups of lemon juice, 3 cups of white sugar, 1.5 cups of brown sugar, 4.5 teaspoons of cream of tartar, 2 tablespoons of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of nutmeg, 3/4 teaspoon ground cloves, 3/4 teaspoon allspice, a teaspoon of ginger, a teaspoon of vanilla, and it also calls for 3/4 teaspoon of cardamom, which I can't ever find, so I don't use it. And it turns out fine without it. And actually, this year I'm going to make it a little bit different. I make a cucumber pickle that is red hot cinnamon pickles. They're super crunchy and they taste way better than apple rings. Like the apple rings you buy in the store have a weird texture. I'm weird about textures. And I just don't like them, but these are so delicious. And everybody in my family likes them. So I'm going to do that this way. So what I did with this zucchini, for a day, I soaked it in lime. Not lime that you get at the feed store or hardware store or whatever, but they make a pickling lime. Can you see it? Okay, I actually soaked this in a cup of this and 4 gallons of water. If you saw how much zucchini I have enough for maybe 2.5 batches. Anyway, so this time, and the reason I'm doing that is because, who knows what we're headed for and how long these have to store. And like these are from 2018, and I just opened a jar a few days ago, and the zucchini was still fine. It was still firm. I mean, it wasn't crispy, but it wasn't mush, which I was afraid. 2 years. I've not had it longer than that, so I can't tell you how long it lasts longer than that. And let me just say too, if you're not an experienced canner and not diligent about how sterilized you keep everything, and you're not used to canning, I would probably freeze this because this isn't approved. So I don't want to talk somebody into something and they're not sure about, and it's not an approved thing. I am canning it. I've done it for years, and I know it will turn out. Now, soaking it in lime. I've not done that with zucchini. I've done it with pickles 50 bazillion times, and it always turns out. And the reason I did that is because, let's say we have to keep this for 3, 4, 5 years, whatever, as long as the jar stays sealed. If you open it and it pops and you hear that air suction, it's good. Then I'm hoping this will stay kind of crunchy. And what I'm going to show you, see, I've soaked it. I don't know if you can hear that, but it actually, like, it's a crispy sound. So that's what I've done different. But you guys, for the first time, we'll probably just wash your zucchini, peel it, scoop all the insides out, and slice it in about the same size slices like you would do an apple. You know, looks kind of like an apple slice, huh? Okay, so now we're going to measure out 24 cups. Okay, excuse me. Okay, I'm going to measure 24 cups into a pot. They're in my sink because I have them in ice water right now, draining. 1, 2, and I want to say I have 3 digital cameras. They're older, but I could get none of them to work. So I actually have my laptop sitting in my kitchen. Crazy. But anyway, okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I think the last time I did this, I had to separate into 2 different pots because 24 wouldn't go in my big pot. So that's what I'm going to do again. Okay, that's approximately 12. And if you know my personality, I'm cooking, anything like that, I don't measure. Now, I am precise when it comes to sterilization time, all that stuff. But as far as measurements of, and especially when you can, make sure your measurements of your acid ratios, like your vinegar, your lemon juice to water, if it's a tomato product and you put something non-acid like a pepper or something in it, make sure you stick to the recipe exactly because the acid level, pH level, that's what will grow botulism and germs, and so you want to follow that to a T. Okay, so let me get my other 12 cups. Like I said, I think I'm going to have way more than normal because I just got all the big zucchini out of my garden. And then I thought to myself, well, I'll half do this with apple pie filling and the other half with apple butter. And then, unfortunately, I forgot and soaked all of them in the lime. And I just don't think for apple butter you want it to get mushy. So I guess I'll do my next batch only just for apple butter. I kind of got off the count, but I think it's approximately 8. Okay, now what I'm trying to do is figure out if I do the remainder in my pots, which I might, and just let me count the cups out and see how much extra I do have. Okie dokie. All right, hold on. I'm gonna count. Let me do it in a straight so I know exactly. Okay, I'm back. Okay, well, also I'm looking at myself in this t-shirt and like no makeup. I did put lipstick on, but you know those people that do canning, working videos, and they have jewelry on and they look perfect. I say more power to them, but that is probably never going to be me because me, when I work, it's all over me. I have 2 boys, and one can be digging in dirt if he had to be, and he will be spotless. And the other one is just like me. It will be all over him. So I can clean up every once in a while. Pretty okay. But for a day-to-day basis, you probably aren't going to see me with jewelry and makeup and for a video. So, sorry. You have to kind of put up with this. Okay, well, I think I got quite a bit. Let's see. 15, 16. Guys, I'm doing this to figure out. Yeah, I have at least a double batch, so I'm going to keep it in ice water. I'm not going to try to put those in the pot. Okay, we're going to actually do it the way we're supposed to do it. All right, I need a towel. One of these days, I'll get this perfectly figured out, and everything will be just perfect. And you know, everything will be close and you'll be going bonkers. So I hope I haven't lost you. Okay, we need 2 cups of lemon juice. So I'm going to divide that between both batches. Oh, I know another thing I wanted to say. Because I don't necessarily recommend, like I said, this time I'm trying to make it so it lasts longer by doing the lime deal. But probably I wouldn't recommend maybe not keeping it for more than 2 or 3 years because lemon juice also goes bad. And I purposely kept this. This was a brand new bottle, never opened. I bought a whole bunch last year, or maybe it was the year before, and just put it in my cabinet. And let me see what the expiration date is. I don't know. I don't remember, but it was from last, let's see. This. No, don't. Before. Oh, pool. 8/21/19. So maybe about 2 years ago. But like I haven't used this. I mean, I opened it up and it was like this, but see how dark it is? So I wonder what happens when you jar, you know, with vinegar. I think it can last a long, long time. So I'm not really 100% sure about lemon juice. So I don't know if that's the reason they say they don't can it. I will tell you I have canned this and I've eaten it for years and it's okay, but I've never kept it more than 2 years. So, and this apple butter, I mean, this is opened. It's been in my refrigerator for 6 months and it's still awesome. Well, probably not 6 months. Probably 4 though, because you know it's just me and I don't eat a lot of it. Okay, let's go back to this. Okay, need lemon juice. Need 2 cups. So I'm going to put a cup in each. Ooh, that smells lemon. Cup. Okay. Needs 3 cups of white sugar, so that's a cup and a half in each of white sugar. Okay. Okay, that's 3/4, so 2 of these will be a cup and a half. Okay. 1, 2. And I will also tell you that when you open this to make apple pie with it, you can see, do you see it kind of has juice? It's not, you can't just pour this into your pie shell because it'd be too runny. You have to mix it with cornstarch, and then I also dab like butter on it. Because if it's too thick, you know, you can't, like, you don't want to can thickeners in your canning things. It's not necessarily safe. So for that reason, it will be a little liquidy, and you just add the thickener before you actually make the pie. Okay. Lisa. There we go. I don't know if I told you this before. I washed my doggone stove with dishwasher soap because I had canning stuff all over, and I think I got some in my little hoopty, so now I have to always light that one with lighter. Okay, let's go back to it. 1.5 cups brown sugar, so that's 3/4 cup in each one. And that's 3/4. Guys, I know I don't look like I measure very well. I'm 64, remember? So I've been cooking for a long time and measuring for a long time, so I kind of have an idea. Okay, now let's put all our spices and that kind of stuff. Okay, cream of tartar, 4.5 teaspoons, so that's 2 1/4 in each one. So let's see, a tablespoon, which is 3, so that's about 2 1/4. That's about 2 1/4. Okay. Cinnamon, and this is what I do too, guys. If, you know, once it's all done and it's not exactly the way I think it should, then I just add more spices. You know, spices doesn't hurt anything as far as canning, so you don't have to worry about being, you know, super precise. You just do for taste. Okay, ginger. Ginger, cloves. Okay. Well, that's already. Now. Okay. So right now, this isn't gonna, like, has hardly any liquid in it. So, you know, you might think, man, that doesn't have any liquid, but it will cook down some. So let me kind of show you. See? Okay. So let me cook this down some, and I will make a part 2 from there. Okay. Bye, y'all. Love ya.